Hello, this is Jarrett Loud, the founder of Pro Services Boston. We handle all the type of maintenance and repair and renovation needs for your investment property. So in today's session, I'm going to be covering windows. And a lot of my landlords and investors will come to me and say, hey Jarrett, when we purchase a property, should we change out all the windows for the tenants? This is the way I look at it for my own properties. I'm going to go through every single one and make sure that they are in compliant with the laws and habitability. What that requires is that they open and close easily, that they can stay up because sometimes the older windows will fall down and lose people's fingers, that they all have screens and that they lock and that the glass is intact. If it's in a bathroom, you might need it to be glazed so that people can't see into it. You might also, depending upon the location and size of the window, need to have it tempered so that things can happen and people can fall out or break it or cut themselves. So you're just going to want to know really what the different requirements are for your windows in the city that you have a property. And we're going to help you go through that and make that determination. So we'll check everything, and if everything's good, fantastic. We might just leave the windows as is. The next aspect to consider is who's paying the utilities. In a multifamily house in which we might be paying the utilities, we don't want drafty windows because drafty windows will mean that you're literally letting heat escape and money go out the window. What we'll do is we'll try to see if we can caulk around the frames and fix it or make any type of improvements to be able to minimize the heat leaving the property if we're paying the utilities. If the tenants are paying the utilities, it's still something to consider. It's not as important as a landlord on our profitability, but you do want happy tenants and you do not want tenants that are saying my utility bills were $500. In addition, if they do call a city inspection, city inspectors, if it's in the dead of winter, will come, see if it's drafty, and if it is drafty, you might have to do something. There's always temporary improvements such as putting plastic sheeting on it, but then there's no ventilation. And that's really not a long-term solution. And sometimes, again, we're just gonna go window by window and change them as necessary. And we'll do that with a range of about $300 to $500 per window. It can get pricey quickly, but it is something as an investor, we're always looking out for your best interest and your costs, as well as trying to balance it with the happiness of the tenant. So that's a quick overview of windows, replacements, how to determine if you should change them or not, in the process that I go through to make that determination for my properties and for my landlords. So if you or anyone else you know is looking for a handyman service for your investment property, please think of Pro Services Boston. We're always looking out for the cost of you and the improvement and happiness of your tenants.